1930s, American industrialist Henry Ford had one overwhelming vision: soybeans. He extracted their oil to make an enemy for painting his cars. He crushed them into powder to make plastic parts. And he encouraged American farmers to grow as much out of the plant as possible. But he wasn't just feeding soil to machines. At the Chicago World Fair, he hosted a soil carnage feast. The ingredients had been staple in Asian cuisine for centuries. But Ford's dinner, full of soy boosted for dairy, meat, and wheat, took the ingression of soil into food as a step further. Today, soy is in so many foods that most people consume it every day without even knowing. So what makes soybeans so versatile? And is our global option healthy or harmful? Soybeans have been cultivated in Asia as early as the 5,500 years ago, but since they have spread around the globe, part of the soy's success is the crop can be grown easily and cheaply in variable conditions. And once they grow, soybeans can have incredible ingredients which recent years have been used in everything from mayonnaise to biodegradable plastic. The method for separating the confidence depends on what we're trying to extract. To insert soil proteins, the full beans are sometimes spread through rolls to contain thin flakes and then spread into water to draw out the proteins. After natively, whole beans can simply soak and ground into a viscous, protein-rich liquid. In both cases, the resulting button can be used to make spongy foods like tofu or fritter to produce soy milk. And at the industrial scale, the proteins can be used in various ways to make processed food. Soy fats may even more efficient in one particular method. Soybeans are dry, cleaned, and then fed into water extruder. This machine is terminally eats and press the beans, produce the liquid soy oil and other fattened components. By adding water and spinning the mixture, compounds are spread into two parts, refining soy oil, things like salad dressing, and a suitable called lecithin. Lecithin make a molecule called physophthalein, which is for head that attracts water and a tail that attracts fat. And texture make physophthalein excellent for blending ingredients that naturally spread from each other. This process is called emulsification, and soy functions as an emulsification agent in huge variety for fruits. For example, during chocolate pollution, phosphorylates attack to both the fatty contents of the cocoa butter and the water-soluble sugar particles, making them easier to combine into a smooth mixture. A similar happens in the products that need to be instantly dried. Soy lettuce bonds with the water and have the power to spread more quickly. While there are other plant we can progress for lecithin and proteins, soy milk, taste, and widespread availability have earned into a plate 1,000 full of products. But is it unhealthy to be eating too much soy? Not really. Soybeans contain many essential amino acids and our body need, making one of the best ways to get proteins without eating meat. In the beans, fat content is largely makes so-called good fats, poly and monounsaturated fatty acids, which can decrease cholesterol and reduce the risk of heart disease. There are some compounds in soil that may be inhibit our body various minerals, and about 3 of general population has soil allergy, which can be solved in rare cases. But for many people, the biggest complaint about soil consumption is the occasional increase in fat fluence. Outside our body, however, soy is much more worrying. To accomplish the soy farms need more heavy introduced protein foods and livestock feed. Huge swaths of land has been divorced between the 2006 and 2017. Fully 22 million square kilometers of the Amazon were cleared for soil production. In some regions, they had led to industrialization of farmers and ingredients companies. So if you want to keep using soil and oil-based products, we need to find a way to do it humanly and sustainably.